What is up guys, this is Tiro back with another video on the Redmi Note 7 Pro, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you the latest iOn OS based on Android 10, and this is the latest build as of right now. Let me show you the settings panel quickly, and in the about section or the Android version, of course the Android version shows as 10 as you can see. Let me go back quickly, and the security patch is latest November 5th 2019, and here the stock kernel is says not kernel, and the build number is 20th November 2019 official release iOn 2.1.a. and let me go to the system, and over here you won't find any system updater even though this is the official ROM. And in the gestures, let me show you, there is this swipe to take screenshot, so this 3-finger swipe to take screenshot is working fine here. And in the system navigation, of course you have the gesture navigation of Android 10, and the gestures are working fine here, and the stock keyboard on this ROM is like Gboard. And by the way, if you want to flash this ROM, let me tell you straight up that this ROM includes the GApps and stuff, and to flash this ROM, if you are decrypted, you need the Orange Fox TWRP recovery, and if you are switching from a previous ROM, you just need to wipe cache, Dalvik system data, then fresh install this ROM, just flash the official full ROM, and then the fcrypt disabler if you are decrypted. Otherwise it will encrypt your storage and stuff, so do flash the fcrypt disabler if you are decrypted. I will recommend it. And over here everything is working fine, and the Google Play services is of course included in the zip file itself again, so you don't need to flash the GApps separately. And on top, if you're noticing, there is the VoLTE icon, so VoLTE and stuff is working fine actually here. And the in-call UI, if you wanna see that the default in-call UI, let me show you. So this is how the default in-call UI looks like, and as you can see, calling and stuff is working fine, but there is no call recording option by default, so that is a bummer. If you need the call recording option, that is simply not present here. Now let me show you the quick settings panel here. This is how it looks like. Well, I changed the accent colors to red, and yes, you can change accent colors if you need. And here you have bunch of more customizations to add quick toggles. We have the screenshot, screen record, sleep screen, etc., sync, hotspot, invert colors, and lot of other things are present here. You can add these over here, and of course night light and stuff is there. As you can see, it makes the display yellowish. Bluetooth is working fine, I tested it, and even the headphone jack sound output is really great. Flashlight and stuff is working fine here. And let me show you the settings panel. This is how it looks like again, and on top you will find this ionizer, and this is the customizations panel here. This is how it looks like, and you can see the iOn version from here, as you can see, and there is the version listed and the build date and stuff again. Then we get the customizations. If you go advanced, you can see all the customizations present here. Let me show you one by one. In the interface we have the accent colors, so you can choose from bunch of accent colors. There are plenty of options for these, and I chose it red. You can go with anything from here. And in the body font section, there are a lot of fonts here, as you can see. So it's not 4 or 5 options, there are a bunch more fonts option. Now let me show you the icon shape. You can choose it from teardrop, square, and rounded rectangle or default. And there is the quick setting opacity. I like this, everything has advanced settings over here. So there is font size, display size settings, etc. here, and there is dashboard conditions and dashboard suggestions from here. And in the status bar section we have the clock customization. Then we have network traffic if you need that, and from this clock customization you can choose anything like AM, PM, etc., and you can increase the size or decrease it. And also we have the clock font style changing option, so that is good that you can choose any font from here and you will be good with it. And there is the date and stuff option if you really want that. And of course we have the battery percentage and battery style here. I have chosen it to be this filled circle. This is the new one, and again this is how the filled circle icon looks like. I hope you can see it, and it looks quite decent and different. And there is the battery percentage here. You can choose it to be next to the icon and stuff. Then there is battery percentage when charging. It is always enabled whenever you are charging. Then we have the status bar items here. You will find the Bluetooth headset and VoLTE icon and stuff. You can enable it from here. 4G LTE icon is there, instead of LTE it will show 4G, I think. So that's how it is. And there is brightness control, so you can swipe anywhere on the status bar just like this, as you can see, to increase or decrease the brightness. This is a really good feature, I would say. And then we have the double tap to sleep on the status bar, and then we have the quick pull down. You can choose it to be right, left, or always. And in the quick settings we have the column and row number customizations. Then we have of course the advanced, and here you can set it to be like vibrate on toggle touch. Then clock option is there on the header, then battery in quick setting header and stuff. So a lot of options are there in terms of the quick setting like toggles. Let me go back, and in the button section we have the playback control, volume steps, then volume dialog timeout. Then we have the power menu, and here you can enable the advanced reboot and stuff, as you can see. And you can also enable the screenshot and stuff, and this is how the power menu looks like if you enable the torch and screenshot. And we have this advanced reboot. If you tap on it, you can directly reboot to recovery, fast boot, or like normal reboot. So a lot of options are there. You even have the advanced reboot in lock screen enabling option, so I did that. Now let me go back. We have the screen of power button torch. Let me show you if it actually works. So I think it does not work. As you can see, it's not working. Let me unlock, and screen of power button torch. As you can see, it is set to like long press power button, but it is not actually working. And by the way, if you want to know about the fingerprint scanner speed, it is blazing fast. As you can see, no problems at all. I'm impressed with the fingerprint scanner speed here. Like, just look at this. All right, so sometimes I'm tapping somewhere else, I think. So the fingerprint scanner speed, I have zero complaints about it. The fingerprint scanner is legit good enough. And in the navigation panel, we have the like enable navigation bar option and invert the layout if you're using the on-screen buttons, of course. And there is lock screen gestures and stuff, lock screen customization. There is double tap to sleep on the lock screen charging info. And this option is really good, that there is force biometric unlock or force fingerprint scanner unlock. So whenever, even if you are like rebooting the device, that is not a problem at all. Even if you are rebooting, you can just simply tap the fingerprint scanner and it will unlock without even entering the pin. So this feature is there, and this is really good and I like it. And also while like charging, there is the like charging animation like pixel, and it looks really great, I would say. And in the notification panel, we have the heads up disabling option and stuff. Then in call vibration options are there, like vibrate on connect, vibrate on call waiting, etc. options. And there is the charging animation and waking up on charge, you can disable it too. And the charging animation is in the notification panel somehow. And here we have the system option. You can have the screenshot type from here, and there is the screen of animation. You can choose it to be CRT, scale, or simple fade. So that's great that these options are present. And by the way, this is how, I don't know if you can see it, the screen CRT animation looks really good, as you can see. Now there is the IME settings over here. I don't know how, like what uses are there for these settings. And in the battery settings, this is how it looks like. And I can guarantee you pretty much a really great battery life over here. It can definitely give you about 7 to 8 hours of screen on time without any issues. And there is advanced option for this battery. There is battery charging warning, and also there is adaptive battery option, which is like stock Android thing. And battery saver is of course there. In the display settings, this is how it looks like. We have the styles and wallpapers, so you can customize anyhow these kind of fonts and stuff. And let me go back. There is dark theme. If you want to use the dark theme, you can definitely do that. Looks great. And over here we have the screen timeout, rotation, and in the rotation we have all 4 options like 0 to 270 degree, so that's great. And we have the lock screen display too over here, if you want to enable it like for notifications and stuff. And if you want to enable, like, there is no always on display I think over here, but that's not a problem because nobody uses always on display on an IPS display. Here we have the pocket detection and double tap to wake. Yes, double tap to wake does work fine. And again, this is how the lock screen looks like. As you can see, it shows the temperature and stuff over here, then the date and time, and up top we see the lock icon, and if you tap on the fingerprint scanner, it will unlock and show you the animation. So that's great. And in the sound settings, we have the vibrate for calls, of course. Then we have the screenshot shutter sound disabling option, touch sound, charging vibration, etc. options are there. And by the way, let me show you now the stock camera and stuff. The stock camera here is the Google camera and it is working fine. This is the Gcam 7. This you get as stock or default camera here. Night sight, etc. are working fine here with this camera. Now talking about ANX camera, I did flash the version 158 and it is working fine even with like photo and stuff, but no video is working. I think you have to flash some like fixes and stuff for this video mode to work, but by default with the ANX camera 158 the video mode does not work, but you can take photo, like normal photos and stuff. And of course the front and back camera is working fine with this photo mode. If you swipe up, of course you get the app drawer, and on the bottom section we have the Google search bar, then we have the Google Assistant. And let me show you which launcher is it. This is the Pixel launcher you get over here. Pretty simplistic, no like much customization. You can disable the suggestions, of course. Then you can swipe down anywhere on the home screen to get to the like notification panel or the quick settings panel. To the left we have the Google Now cards, as you can see, but there is no double tap to sleep or something in the home screen. Now let's talk about some more things. We have the recorder option by default over here. This is a Google kind of thing, and as you can see, it transcripts really great and it works fine. Like however you use it with the like default like in-device microphone or even a headphones microphone, this is working fine. So I have no complaints regarding this recorder. It is good that it is present by default here. Now let's go home. This LED RGB remote app, I have tested it for the IR blaster present up top, and the IR blaster on this device is working fine even on this ROM. And the DRM info, let me show you. The DRM info stays on level 1. So I think you can use this ROM for like streaming Netflix and Amazon Prime 1080p videos. And Google Pay is working fine right out of the box, so that is not a problem here. There is the like widgets and stuff, and as you can see, I have the subscriber account widget and it is working fine with this launcher, so that is good. And again, this ROM's performance is really good, not a problem here at all. Let me tell you that one bug that I have noticed, even if I like decrease the brightness with the like gesture, the status bar gesture, if I double tap to sleep, then unlock the device with the fingerprint scanner, the brightness increases. So that is a bummer. I would say it does not like remember the last brightness whenever you are like adjusting the brightness from the status bar or something. So yeah, that is a con kind of, but I'm okay with it because everything is almost working and you can definitely decrease the brightness whenever you want. And this is the stock wallpaper of this ROM, and if you go into styles and wallpapers, then if you scroll down you will find more things like these like live wallpapers, and you get these kind of live wallpapers here and they look quite good. If you want these live wallpapers, you can definitely set it too, and this works fine, I would say. And of course there are no like earth kind of view or something as the default, but you can definitely install them from XDA anytime. Now let me quickly show you the RAM management and stuff over here. Let's open Chrome, then File Explorer, Facebook, Twitter, Play Store, YouTube. Now let's open Instagram. Now let me open all the apps from memory again. As you can see, there are no like touch issues or something that I have to double tap or something on an app to like relaunch, and all the apps opens from memory straight up. And here is how the animations fares, and you can see the snappiness of this ROM, and you can switch between apps just like this. Not a problem here regarding RAM management or something, and the app switching and stuff is really great. So I have no complaints regarding the app open up speeds or the animations or even the memory management here. And again, this is how the volume panel looks like, of course, and you can expand it just like this. You can control the ring, alarm, etc. volumes from here. So in terms of PUBG graphics settings, as you can see, we can play on smooth and ultra, then we can go balanced and ultra, and there is HD and high. There is no HDR option present, of course. So the gaming performance is not a problem here, and I think the gaming performance is pretty decent, not bad at all. You can definitely choose this ROM to play games, and everything feels like quite fast, not a problem here. And the PUBG works in full screen, so that is not an issue either. So what do I think about this ROM? Well, I would say this is a really great option if you like stock Android, and with that you need some customizations. This is a really great ROM to try on your Redmi Note 7 Pro right now. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Please share this video with your friends if you want them to know about this ROM on the Redmi Note 7 Pro, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel down there if you have not yet. This is Sito from Keri and Tech signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.